right? And we're walking. So yeah, me and Lindy are kicking ass here on our way to Tipsy Goat Christmas night. And it's just a beautiful day to be alive.
Yeah, Merry, well, Christmas passed, but
Right.
happy holidays.
Happy holidays. What's up?
Changed houses, you know, they've all moved out and shit.
Tell my YouTube audience how to pick up chicks.
Lots of eyeliner.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how to pick up chicks. I mean, I just grab them by the hair and pick them up and throw them down a staircase. I mean, like, that's about as good as it gets.
Alright, well, if you were serious, I'd have to report you.
Oh. Why so serious? No.
So you put the knife in my mouth.
I put the knife in my mouth.
Oh yeah, that bad habits. As Social Q and Pickup Daily become more healthy for the 2017.
I know, we have
We're gonna give up smoking and go to the gym more, get those power squats.
Gym, yes.
Yeah. Because motherfuckers shouldn't be doing that shit.
Power squats?
Yeah, dude.
Power squats.
It's all about the power. You don't like power squats?
I'll show you a power squat.
Look me in the eye and tell me you don't like power squats.
You like power squats.
I literally can't even.
Power squat.
It's different. Every mind is different. You can't do the same steps with the same person. So you know, even though whatever it works or it works before, doesn't work in the same girls or same people. So every mind has different defenses. So sometimes it just don't work. That's the reason we're still learning, we're still doing it. And but it works. No.
So, do you think that you're going to have like once you've learned it all, like you'll be bored with it? Like once you're able to just like change every girl's mind?
I don't think that's possible.
Really?
Yeah, otherwise it would be boring.
That's what I mean. Like, but if you did, would you just be bored with it? Just give up women altogether?
Maybe. Probably go to the other side.
You know, right now we're only looking at half the population. Now, if I was bisexual.
There we go.
All right, look in the future. Duke and Danilo's bisexual transversion program. That's only when I fully understand women, so that's going to take a while.
Yeah, I guess when I get in my 90s, probably 100s.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
be
be
pimping bitches from the walkers or what?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's the way. I think I'll be 100 years old and still hitting girls in the bar and doing day game.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think you're very cute.
Real quick. Back in my day.
When I don't believe it, but I have.
Oh, you giving me coffee? Look at that.
I had.
Look at all the service.
Yeah, why are you asking me about mind control? It's not something I really give a thought about it, but I know it exists and I've done it. Kind of manipulate people with actions and body language, you know, saying the right thing in the right moment, things will go your way.
Yeah. Well, I was asking you about your ability to do mind control because when I walked in here, he was a little angry because he was talking. He was talking about this girl that he'd been working on this evening, and yet she wouldn't allow him to escalate at the end of the night.
I mean, yeah, she allowed me to escalate physically and verbally, but didn't actually allow me to close with the kiss, which is not a big deal, but it was there. I saw it there, but at the end she just, like, I passed. Like, she was the one actually controlling. It wasn't my friend anymore. That was what made me a little upset. Why did I, how, in which moment I lost a friend? Because it was my friend. It was my friend controlling where, how, the pace of it, you know, touching, talking about all the things. It was me, like okay, that's too much, taking, giving. But at the end, was her friend. So which I was like, how or when I lost control of the interaction.
You know what's cool about that is like that could not even necessarily be a frame control thing. Yeah, that could be a test to know that a lot of girls, when they're in a moment where it seems sort of inevitable, they'll test for safety. They'll test, will he respond poorly if I say no?
Yeah.
Right? And by being nonchalant about it and be like, oh, okay, that's fine, you'll have, now she's guaranteed thinking about you. Guaranteed thinking, oh, did I make a mistake? Did this? A little anxiety about it. And it's not really her frame. Like, you're telling me that it's her frame, but basically you've infected her brain now, and it's not her frame anymore. Because
I like your thinking.
No, but she tested you, you passed, and now it's like she's hoping she doesn't fuck up now.
So still my frame.
Yeah. And it's not really about who owns it, who doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just that you didn't give up the power there. You know, pussy ass men take the sure thing. Guys who are willing to take the risk and go out and do that thing, they're putting themselves out to be rejected, and that's a really masculine, really powerful thing to do.
Yes.
And then to take rejection gracefully is another masculine, powerful trait. Like, you basically just prove twice in one instance that you are a man with options, you still take what he wants, and you're unapologetic about your shit, right? And so now, armed with that information, you're in her brain as she's going to sleep, as she's doing whatever, and next time she talks to you, whether you contact her or she contacts you or whatever, she's going to see you very differently than before that happened.
yes.
So it's very, it's crucial to know that, the difference between you and random chode is random chode might get pissed off. Random chode might flip out. Random chode might, act like a little baby when, you put in all this work and then you didn't get what he wanted. And that's not what you did. You was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I have no control over it. Even though I would like to. It's like your ego saying like, oh, you're supposed to control, you're supposed to escalate, you're supposed to blah, blah. But I mean, I was kind of like thinking about when do I lose control, because I have it all. And I'm like, I mean, it doesn't happen. That's what I said, I can't control everyone. Every single mind is different, so whatever she's thinking in the moment, I can control it. I mean, I play it cool, but still I was like, what happened? It's like my curiosity to know what's going on. It makes me think.
And I bet, and if we're talking about the two girls that were on the table, right? Yeah. So, in my mind, you had a lot of things working against you. One, you had social proof. You had all of that, classical ASD stuff, right? Where she didn't want to look like retarded in front of her friend.
Yes.
And you hadn't necessarily won that friend over enough to allow her to be like, no, you guys go, right? And so,
protecting.
Yeah,
she was
obviously.
doing her job.
Obviously. So you're doing that thing, and you can't be angry that. Here, we're gonna do this. How do we? Yeah. Okay. So, you can't be angry that her friend's doing a job, and that wasn't the right time for that girl.
Yes.
Right? For guys to be like, oh, I'm a player now, I'm a pickup artist, and so if I can't get her so hot and riled up that she'll just drop everything in her life just to be with me at that moment, that's an unrealistic goal. Sometimes it happens.
It happens. It could happen.
Yeah, but it's not a pragmatic thing to think. It's more interesting when you play not even the long-term game, but a little bit more long-term, and you set the seed right, and now it's just sitting there festering in her brain.
No, and I kind of knew that she was gonna test me now, because even though I have like 3 guys hitting her while I was sitting with her, but right away they did it wrong. The first thing they do is go up to her, and her friend and I were there. So he didn't even introduce himself to us. He was like, hey, what are you doing? What are you drinking? Do you want a drink? That's it. Like, she's like, no, I'm fine.
I'm kind of busy, douchebag.
Yeah, it's like, I just laugh. I play it cool, like, whatever. I know my game, I know my shit, so whatever. So, second guy, the same thing. This is a little bit better, but still he rejects himself. And when I see the interaction with an award, he is, okay, bless you guys, Merry Christmas, boom. Just look at me like, what happened? I don't know. But like,
yeah. So, anyways,
yeah. I was like, then when we were leaving, kind of, I don't know if it's stupid. I feel like it was on my ego and being more too secure about myself that I played dumb. Kind of. I don't know how you think about it. Because I was leaving, I was holding her hand, because we were like a lot of people around, so I hold the hand, it was kind of guiding the group. And this guy's like, hey, your friend is beautiful. I was like, dude, what are you telling me? Why you don't tell her? So I'm like, I'm the alpha, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So, and I stopped, and boom, this guy was way better than I thought. He was like, right away introduced himself to her friend, to me, to the girl. Are you guys dating? We're not. Boom. He was good.
Yeah.
He was really good. Husband, friend, like, he was like, okay, we're just friends now. It's like, okay. I didn't react to it. Play cool, like, okay guys, can meet up each other, stay there. And he introduced himself, names and everything, and like, and that was a dumb move. Why did I stop?
Right, yeah.
Why? There is no need for me to prove myself.
Yeah.
So why did I need the approval? But like, when after I did it, I was like, that's dumb. Couldn't lose actually the interactions right there.
Right.
Probably I have invested. She was investing on me already, so there is no way she will go to that guy who doesn't even know yet.
That's actually false in my experience.
Okay.
It depends on the girl, right? But
yeah, of course.
But I've lost girls just by allowing somebody who was more charismatic to come into my phone,
Yes, it can happen, that's for sure.
But, like in the future, what I would do in that situation is somebody goes to pay you a compliment to open, right? If they're ballsy enough to do that, they're most likely to carry through anyway.
Yeah, that's a good thing, yeah. But I mean, what I thought is like, she didn't even pay attention to it. Like she was like, okay, but I was just the one who leading, not the one I stopped. So when I stopped, the guy was like, okay, this is my chance, and boom, he went to it.
And he took it, yeah.
Yeah, he did well actually. He didn't give the number, but he was like, okay, I'll add you on Snapchat.
Yep.
He went for it.
Which is almost as good.
Yes.
Like you can see in some of my approaches, like I do Facebook, I do Snapchat.
I said that.
And I have no.
I was like, this dude has game. He got game. He was, step by step. Hey, stop. Introduce himself, talking to me, but his target was there. He was talking to his target and blah 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 blah. I mean, was my mistake. He's good. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And that just sharpens your skills. You always want to
learn.
Fight larger and better opponents than you in order to keep you better. It's great.
Yes, definitely. Now I know. Okay, there's no point for me to prove anything. I don't have to prove anything. I had it already. So what's the point for me to stop and?
And what's cool is when you proved it, you proved yourself wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is cool. What I would have just done is be like, oh, thanks, man, and then I just kept moving. Because that's what the alpha owner boyfriend type person would have done. You're like, oh yeah, thanks, man. Merry Christmas, and you just keep moving.
That without losing the frame or losing the interaction, and without react to that.
Yeah.
To being pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed that was a mistake. I was like, and I didn't like how I felt too. I was like, shit. So like with myself, like, what did I do that for? It hit me right away. This is my ego. It's my ego in the way. So making me do stupid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, as you say, but you learn. Now I know what it is, and it clicks.
Yeah. Actually, I'll talk to you later. Not on video about some more advanced shit in that arena. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like you learned your own lesson there.
No, definitely did. Trust me.
It's probably more valuable that happened tonight than had you closed, because you wouldn't have seen this, right? But yeah, I mean, you had a lot to go against. You've got a holiday, you've got everything going on, and then you've got her friend there and all that. So and she probably kind of has her pick right now. She's kind of feeling a little entitled, and there's an ego way to go about that kind of thing, and there's a pragmatic way to go about it. Obviously, you want to make it seem like you're the one that needs to be chased, But on the other hand, you don't want to do it from an ego perspective.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to be the guy who's like, oh yeah, you can call me whatever, you know, and like not making the moves and not leading and not pushing the interaction, right? Because you know you're that good. Like, that's the same shit that got you into that. You know,
Yes,
like,
come on.
and I've done that hundreds of times. Like, oh yeah, I'm a pimp, whatever.
In the beginning of the game, I was like, oh yeah, I have to be the cool guy, I have to learn those syntax, blah blah blah. But now, I'm doing the game, I'm like, then even joy from the one, kind of like asking, but it's still coming from the right place. It doesn't seem needy.
Yeah.
It doesn't come as needy. Also, I'm like, it's genuine. You know, like I was like, hey, you know what? I want to see you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come like, I want to see you. Like, it's like when you actually speak, there's the same word come out different ways. You can interpret that way. So the same one texting or talking like, you know what? I want to see you. It's like, why? I don't know. I just feel like seeing you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even though she say no, whatever, I'm like, sure.
Yeah.
So, but I don't feel. It doesn't feel like that. Like, oh, she say no, she didn't respond to me. I don't feel.
Yeah.
You know? And that makes a big, huge difference when I'm doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not trying to prove now, like, okay, now she has to text me first. Like, no, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. If you think like, you know, what's a natural guy or what's an alpha guy gonna do? You know, it's like, if I want to see a girl, I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna be like, hey, let's kick it because I want to fucking see you. And she'll be like, why? Whatever, fine. It's like, because I was thinking about you. Like,
Yeah, simple.
that's it. And she's like, oh, I can't. Blah blah blah. All right, cool. Well, let me know when you're free and move on. And it's not even a like, I'm so awesome and I get all this stuff and you know I could take or leave you. It's not even that. It's just like, okay, well, I'm not going to encroach on your time, but you know that I have a very clear intent. Right? It's okay for you to reject me. That's your choice.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
I'm putting myself there, so it's up to you to take it or leave it.
Yeah.
So,
But then, yeah, there's some other things you can go a little darker with it. It's kind of salesy, and you can create a sense of scarcity there, and you can create a comparison gap between you and the other guy, and all this like weird dark side stuff. But like sometimes I'll do that stuff just in the AMOG like thing. Because I trained in a lot of that stuff in the beginning because I was scared of other guys taking my girls, and so I would train in that kind of combat.
yeah, my problem was that like I was like 2 in the game though. Like I was like, oh come on, I have the game. I can see right away because the second guy was like the game was at least the approach. I was like, I give you props, you're a prop. That's good.
Yeah.
You did better than 90% of the guys here. But they're like, oh come on, I'm locked down. How the girls? I'm talking to them. I'm talking for them to 20 minutes. It's my set. They're like, you can come in. I'll game you anytime.
Yeah.
So and that was the problem. That like my ego was like, I have game. Not like afraid to lose it.
Right. And
like-
then again, you know,
Wasn't it wrong?
you're in the moment. Intent got diluted, right? So if your intent was close, escalate, close, escalate, your intention shifted from that to show how cool I am, test to see how awesome I feel,
Yes.
satisfy my ego, and then what happens now you have satisfy my ego and close, and you're not doing the things to close, right? Because I don't know if you've ever done like same night pulling that you know on purpose, like because you were horny or you needed some shit to happen, and you pull a girl out of the club, some other girl tries to talk, you're not gonna let her talk to the dude, like not because you're afraid to lose her, but because
You know your goal. You're in time when you're.
you got fucking, you know, I'm gonna be passed out in about an hour and a half, so if you want good sex, come now, like, you know, you know?
I got your point.
And it's like, if you lose sight of the fact that you're trying to close, and you just sort of let the night take you, then actually you stop leading. And then you stop having that masculine drive, you stop having whatever. If she feels like, okay, yeah, he's going to keep pulling, right? And he's going to, whatever, and she's like, okay, I'm going to go along with it, and then you don't keep pulling, it's like, wait, what? What? Like, I was hoping he was going to, fuck, now what? Okay, I'm going to talk to this guy, apparently we're standing here being civil, so I'm going to be civil, you know, because she took that lead from you. She was following, and so then you stopped to talk to the dude, and then she followed that too.
Yeah,
You
was
led
like,
her
I was like,
right into
why?
it.
Why?
Yeah.
I was like actually giving to them, like, I'm like because I'm that good, you know. I can actually pull my set to them, and I actually open for them. Like, it's like, okay, here's the girl, talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? I didn't need
It's
to.
like, oh,
do
you
it.
have bacon? This is my dog. It'll always come back. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Fuck.
Yeah, I almost, to be honest, I almost lost a set, like completely. Like, the girl almost said it. The good was good. He was really good, the guy. So I was like, shit. I was just laughing. I was like, I put myself into it, so I have to deal with it or just live with empty hands.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So good thing the guy didn't know how to actually, close, like overcome, like I was there. I'm like, okay, she's kind of with you, so I'm gonna just ask for the Snapchat, and like now you can go. I talked to the dude, so like, it was cool. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. I was leading, talking to them, like, you become my friends, and like, okay, I don't want. They were like, I don't want to be on your way. You're a cool dude, so you earned your position there. So
yeah, that's good. And chances are it's enough. A lot of times, as pickup artists, and we're so harsh on ourselves because we have like all of
expectations.
Yeah, and like you and I put ourselves into weird situations that no normal dude would ever walk into, and chances are that girl's still thinking about you when you call her. It's still going to be still going to be on, right? And you're beating yourself up for nothing because in real life she still wants you.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the right time tonight. Especially if her and her friend have a really tight bond.
Well, yeah, they've been knowing each other since they were kids, so that's...
And they're gonna talk about you, and they're gonna do the eval and all that stuff. And you couldn't have pulled her away from her anyway, probably. Right? And no matter what your ego says.
Yes.
Right?
What you think you are?
They probably had a plan to go out, hang out with each other, get entertained, do whatever, and then do the thing. And you're not talking to her that's sexually and romantically interested in your awesomeness. You're talking to her that is social and out to have a good time that night, right? And yeah, you can flip the script on her sometimes, but generally, interactions like that you can only push so far. And once you push far enough, then you let it hang and let the seed let it grow, and she'll probably respond favorably. You probably did enough.
I mean, I know I did enough. That's the problem. Like, on my mind, I was like, I'm game. Then I was like, why do I have to prove to my ego that like I'm good? But now actually I was doing good. There was nothing to prove.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that my ego got in the way when I supposed to be. I step on my ego so many times when I get rejected.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how good you are. There's times I'm like, they don't even want to talk to you. They're like, fuck off. I'm like, sure, I take it. My ego is just like, destroyed. But when you're actually doing good and you think you're having like one of the best games ever, so your ego kind of builds up a little bit again, and you have to be kind of like, it's like, I know what it was. I knew it was like, this is my ego, so it's supposed to be good enough to at least to know that this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So I was you're in the way. So I'm like, that's kind of like giving me like, why did I do that? Couldn't even explain myself why I stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't have a need or why.
Right. So we're not in the bar anymore, as you wish, And then he's like, oh yeah, that would have been awesome. I'm like, yeah. She's like, obviously she didn't want, because she was so into you, she put you on some sort of pedestal, and she didn't want it to seem cheap. So listen to that and go make it not cheap. Give her that romantic moment or whatever. He's like, yeah, you're right. Blah, blah, blah. Like some girls won't ever close that way. They have like a moral problem with it. So, and they'll tell you how to seduce them, like if you listen.
Yes.
I know.
And she gave me the steps.
Yeah. And the good pickup artist isn't the one who makes it all work his way. The good one is the one who makes it work. Yeah,
I wouldn't There is no doubt about it. It's like, that's how it works.
Yeah.
It's about how you make it work. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
As long as it works, you're okay.
And the perfect set is the one that bangs you, right? That's the perfect one. No matter how it happened, it's the one that you set the goal and then it turned out to that outcome, and that's it. And on the other hand, you went out and you learned a whole shit ton, right? And that was the goal, generally.
Yeah, I mean,
generally the goal is not to go bang chicks. The goal is to find as much reference experience as possible. And you got yourself some really good reference experience. We've been talking for almost half an hour about that one experience. Whereas Lendy had trouble doing one approach today.
Oh, I tell you guys were approaching. There was a lot of girls up there.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, these guys are killing it.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, of course you were.
No, I wasn't killing it. I didn't.
No, I mean, but you're
either. But
I know you're social enough to have no problem with approaching him.
But so out of the people who had reference experiences, I had a few. You had some good ones. You jumped in your game way further by having that experience. You went further than me. You went further than I did tonight, and that's a win.
Definitely.
Because next time that happens, you won't be making that mistake.
Of course. No, I know. I mean, let's say it's fun. It's supposed to be going out to have fun and without, not attached to outcome or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Alright, I'm gonna pay for this coffee and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Where the ballers at? Huh? Oh, you're not sure what I mean? Where the ballers at? Ask them where the ballers at.
What you guys filming?
Ourselves.
Oh, just
we're very egotistical.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
Narcissistic even.
That's okay.
Alright, I'm gonna bounce up.
Okay.
What about that